This is... Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the railroad. Now, it's been a hot minute since I've done a stream over on the YouTube side, and welcome back to folks on the Twitch side. I hope you're having a good evening. But we are back doing another live stream, doing some railroader. I come back over here and get my engine here. Got my passenger train all set up. I need to hop into number 1 here. Now I gotta go pick up another car before I take my log cars back up to Connolly Creek. Flip the switch. And we're gonna go back all the way up. So since the last time I was on here, I went ahead, I kind of got a little bit of money so that I can set up the passenger train a little bit more. We have phase 1 of the bridge that connects Ella to Bryson complete. So now we are moving on, well, backing up. We're going to grab a car off of the sawmill siding, and then I'm going to take the 2 diesel locomotives and take the log cars back to Connolly Creek so then they can get loaded. Go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Well, slow down all the way here. Go ahead and flip the switch. We're going to go back forward. And there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and go forward. Set my throttle. There we go. Now we're gonna go forward here. And then I'm gonna need to cross over. So we're making some progress. Been working on this somewhat most of today, just getting things set up. But how are we all doing tonight? I think we're gonna be fun on idle. Using my number 1 here to go and get a boxcar that's all the way over in the siding. Go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Bring it down to 50 mile an hour or so. bring that over. Alright, and now I got back. We're gonna go in reverse her up here. Now go ahead and bring her down. Go forward. Right, I just need that to go forward. Down. What I'm gonna do? Go ahead and bring that up. Go ahead and bring her forward a little bit. Actually, there's not really a walkway on that side, so we'll just go to the front here. Get that connected up. Alright, gonna go ahead and get these oiled. Should probably check all these while I'm down here, make sure that they're all good. There we go. Alright. So pretty much it's just this one boxcar that's going to the exchange. God dang it. I keep hitting my spacebar thing and that's the whistle, but I forget it's a completely different keybind. Alright, now we're backing her up. Gonna flip that back to forward. There we go. Okay, gotta give it a little bit more throttle when going up that slight incline. Bring her back. And reverse. Alright, so now we gotta shunt back this thing up, put it in line right behind the other train I have on the second siding. And then we're gonna bring this locomotive around and it's gonna go back into the shed. Then I'll hop into the diesel locomotives and take the log cars back up the Connolly Creek branch line. And get those reloaded up for the following morning. Tour will be starting off with day 5 with the second run of cars going up to Ella to complete the bridge with these long cars. Also going back up that way. Once I get number 1 situated back into the shed. I'm pretty much gonna bring her all the way back down. Back down the line right here. Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't need to put it on that second siding. I could just put it onto the first siding. Because I forgot it comes all the way back. Go ahead and flip the switch. We'll go ahead and do that. Bring the throttle back to 20. And I think once I get the line open to Bryson, we'll get the signals built for that section of the line. And then open up the line that goes all the way down the Silva. So then I don't have freight cars stacking up in Whittier. All the lines can just go all the way down. So I think that's the plan for now. Go ahead and start down a little bit. Want to go down at least 5 miles an hour. So if I bump into those cars, it's not derailing a dang thing. Go ahead and bring her forward here. Go ahead and bring her. Perfect. And then put brake on. So that's been delivered. Now the exchange is ready for the following day. We're going and disconnect the loco. Go ahead and hop back into number 1 here. I don't even need the throttle open that much since I'm just going backwards. Gonna switch back over here real quick. We'll go forward and just say I need to check something. Because I feel like something didn't change. Or it's my Discord being buggy. Live. No, that is not right. I was wondering why that didn't change. So Discord wasn't drunk. Got it. Discord was just broken. Or my stream elements didn't change my stream title. So that was annoying. So now that's actually, they're both correct now. Way too much throttle. Now I can flip that switch. There we go. Now we're gonna just go back forward and put number 1 into the shed. Then we're gonna grab the diesels and go up the logging line. But how are we all doing tonight? Holy. Over to here. Alrighty. So now we're gonna back her up. Her up, and we're gonna go and put her into the shed. Because I do not need this locomotive out currently. Barely used up any coal in this thing, which is nice. Bring her back. I can keep bringing her back into the shed. Her up. Power neutral. Deselect her. Alright, she's in the shed now. So now we're gonna go grab the diesel locomotives from over here in yonder. Go ahead and flip the switch, so then that's set for those. And we're gonna go and hop into number 5. Alright, let's go and get these log cars shuffled and up the line. Before I can set it to day 5. Oh, there we go. Now the 6 is reversed back to the regular way. Earlier it was upside down as if it was a 9. And make sure that the switch is set, which it is. We go forward. There we go. Now we're going forward. How are y'all doing tonight? There we go. Oh, thank you for the subscription, CSX Productions. How are you tonight? I don't even know if my chat's working half of the time, but how are you doing? Thank you for the subscription. Oh, I didn't know I could move the visor. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, everything rolling. Alright, now we're just rolling and going up the hill here. Again, make sure I can have YouTube back open so I can see what's happening. Make sure that's deselected. Damn. But now we are just slowly rolling forward. Back up the Connolly Creek line. But how are we all doing tonight, chat? There's not really much right now. Besides trying to get this line. I'm going to put it at throttle 3, I think. I think my point is still set for up here. It is. What I'm going to do is do this. I'm going to bump it to 20 miles an hour. And it's gonna sound like the locomotive's now redlining as we go up the branch line here. We're slowly pushing this train up the hill. But it's a good thing I put two diesel locomotives together. Even though my plan is for this entire area is eventually once I have the line open to Bryson, I'm going to start with the passenger service. That goes to Bryson, get the signals built, and then expand the logging production for up here in Conley Creek. I'm not going to worry about any of the other logging site that happens up toward Bryson. I won't start any contracts up there besides the passenger service. And then once all that's set up, then I'll open up the line that runs between East Whittier and Silva, which will open up a bunch of other contracts and the passenger line that runs all the way to the east. But that's the plan right now going forward. How far are we? I think we're about halfway up this hill. Are we? Yeah, almost. So I have a little bit of this. I'm gonna bring audio down just a little bit. Bring my mic back down. But how are you guys doing tonight? I'm about to say, once I get these parked up here, then we're gonna fast forward time. So now we're about halfway up. Yeah. Go and do that. That's why I put that description. I just realized I never did realize I didn't do a description for the YouTube side of things for the stream. Let's see. Live. Go back now to my channel. There we go. Now, oh, well, I forgot I put that little note there for myself. While that is doing its thing. Live. Save. There we go. How we doing, chat? Alright, so now we are at the end of the line. Should be coming up. Alright, so now let's fast forward time. There we go. Gonna fast forward time. Now we are now on day 5. We should have our next set of cars waiting down in the Whittier line. And so now we are gonna head back down toward Whittier. I think what we'll do once we get these logs stacked up and we get all the cars sorted their proper areas, then we'll get some more like log cars to shoot up the Conley Creek. I think these locos can handle pushing up to like 9 different cars. So we're gonna see what we have down in Whittier, East Whittier, and check the cars up in Ella, since I gotta go up that way with the new set of freight. But now it's just a slow process because you gotta move everything now, depending on where you're going. My phone is slow. Oh, that's actually some robot. Oh, I used to do. Interesting Roblox shorts. Huh. That's actually a pretty neat channel. CXX has got doing some Roblox crashes, it looks like. I used to do Roblox, but I don't really do it anymore just because of everything that surrounded Roblox. And just the drama associated with it was just not really that appealing to me anymore. Whoop. Close that out. I was trying to check my Discord while I'm doing this, just see if anyone... What is message? There's nothing there. Alright, now, John Ruda. Rockstar Newsfeed, not interested. What else just paying? Oh, London Studios. Alright, we got nothing really important on Discord side of things. Dang, this is still going. We should be... Okay, we're coming down. Let me go... Once we get down near the curve here, we'll slow it down to 15. Because I'm not really too sure about going too fast through that corner. And come down through here. Alright. I'm gonna drop her down to 15. Just have more control when we come down through that curve. Back into Whittier. I'll reopen the map once I get closer to my destination. Whew. Hello to anyone that's watching the stream. How we all doing? I know there's a few of you folks lurking and you're not really saying anything. I'm gonna start calling you guys the lurking peeps. For those who just pop into the stream and watch but not say a word. But how we all doing? Alrighty. Man, that is a pretty sunrise though. What do we got going on? Alright, so now we're reconnecting down to the main line as we're coming back into Whittier. CSX. Doing pretty good. That's good to hear. Hey man, I looked at your channel by the way and it looks pretty neat. Kind of reminds me when I used to do Roblox a couple of years ago. Go ahead, go back to here. Go on the channel. You know what, man? I'll give you a subscription since you gave me one. But yeah, I was looking at your channel. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I used to do something similar like that on Roblox, but I don't really touch it anymore, just because of everything that's been associated with Roblox. So really, I have nothing against the game itself. It's just the company that I'm not really a fan of anymore. or else I would continue checking out row scale type games. SR Driver 1965, thank you for the Twitch sub. Hopefully you're having a good night. No, I am just staying here chilling. Coming all the way down through here. I think that's far enough back. Go ahead and give her a 10-mile-an-hour to go forward. And then it looks like all those cars are going to be ready for the exchange. From what I'm looking at. So I'm going to have to shuffle all those cars out. And get them ready for the interchange. Once I get these log cars into place. So, we're going to go and shunt these in. I got that boxcar that's being filled. That guy is still being filled. So, that should be full within a few hours to be ready to go into the interchange. Go ahead and push these all the way through. Go ahead and set it to right there. Are we switching and pushing lugs? Well, right now I am parking this set of these locomotives right here for now. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and deselect that. Because I believe I have a bunch of cars ready. So those guys can sit right there because these are my logging locomotives that I used to take up and down from Connolly Creek. So right now I'm going to come over here. So I have those cars ready to go. Believe I should have cars waiting in the interchange. Now for the next set. Alright, so that is the Ella bridge site. Whittier sawmill. So those are the sawmill cars. Here's my tankers back with enough fuel. And the East Whittier repair track. Okay. So what we're going to do. Mill rolling stock. So I got that, got my tankers there. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to uncouple make sure that that is closed. I'm going to be right back. So give me one moment. We are back now. Alright, we are back now. Alright, so those are uncoupled because we're going to go ahead and move these so that I can sort everything out real quick. So now we are going to grab number 4 here. Boom. Come on. There we go. Alright. We're going to switch that. Make sure that all my switches are set. And there we go. Yeah, I'm bringing number 4 out of the shed here. Alright, so now flip that switch. So now we're going to use this bigger steam locomotive to shunt these cars around. Which is the plan right now. But so right now it's a slow process of what we're doing. Good. Slow her down a little bit. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is, I need to move that passenger train. Pretty much I just need to move most of these cars out of the way. So now we're just gonna bring her all the way back. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we are going to couple up. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and couple up. Handbrake off. Handbrake off. I need to make sure that all these wheels are oiled before I move them. Because sometimes these do not... Oh, yeah, that was close to hotboxing. Jeez Louise. Some of these cars that get delivered, these bearings come so bad. They have to oil them before you move them. So pretty much what I'm about to do is move this train up onto the main line so that I can get the rest of these cars pulled and sorted and out of the way for now. You go ahead and oil all these up. Then pretty much all the other, these are my personal, so those are fine. And that one's also my personal. So pretty much now, there we go. So now a coupler is disengaged. Go ahead and climb back up into the locomotive. Take that off. As we get these shunted and out of the way. Because those will go up to the exchange last. I love the takeoff speed of this locomotive. It's slow, but you know it's slowly getting up to speed. So all these are going to go up to the Ella bridge site. And then all those cars I'm going to have to shunt around because I need to go get the empties probably from the other site. So everything's going to take a very hot minute before I can do a thing. Now it's getting up to speed. It just takes a second. Alright, so now, right now we are going to do this, swap the points. So now we're going to go and reverse it. So pretty much we're doing a lot of things. hop into here. You know, I have an idea what I can do. But I think I need to make 2 trips anyway. Alright. So what we're going to go ahead and do is handbrake on. We're going to go and disengage right here. So then I can go and get the other cars sorted. Going. Going back forward now. I just want to make sure those are far off of the crisscross point. So then I can come back over. Because all those need to get pulled out. So we're going to go get those. So now... boop. Go ahead and reverse that. There we go. Now we're going to back up. We're going to go grab those cars that's marked in orange and bring them to the interchange. Such a pretty sunrise to the northeast. And then I need... Alright. What we're going to go and do is do AE road. Forward. Pretty much might as well get the empties out of the way so that I can put in the new ones. So these will go on the far inside siding of the yard. Yard. And then switch that up. Boom. So now that is set up. Now I just gotta connect the airlines. Alright, airlines are connected. Uh, road reverse. Do this view for the locomotive going in reverse now. We all still enjoying the stream? And it's pretty much this is a whole lot of shunting right now because before I can even do the passenger line, everything has to be moved so that I can clear the line. Am I past the point? I am past the point. Hell yes. Alright, so now we're going to go forward. All those cars will go on to the inside line. I love this bigger locomotive though. It comes in handy, especially for the amount of cars I gotta move. But it'd be easier if I had a helping hand too as well, to where someone could be running the passenger line while I'm moving all these cars back up to the point. So now we're going to flip that point. Reverse. Alright. So now we're going backwards. These are going to go into that inside siding. I might need to move the passenger train out of the way. Which looks like it's going to be the plan. I just realized I had I was looking at my Discord. Alright, so pretty much now we're shunting these cars. I might need to go up to one place and see where they're at. Oh, I just realized I boxed myself in. Well, not really. I can move the passenger train up and out. So then I have that inside siding for use. So we're going to move that up and out of the way. Alright, so those go to East Whittier Sawmill. I think what I can do. No, we'll do it this way. So, reverse that line is still open to me. I just gotta flip the switches. I'll just do it the easier way. Because pretty much all of these are going to a certain place. East Whittier repair track. I know where that's going. But that car has to be backed in. I'm trying to think of how to do it, but... Alright, go back forward. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish trying to sort out these cars. Of where I'm at now. You know, I do need to move the passenger train. Alright. Alright, what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave number 4 right here for a second. We're gonna take number 3 and we're gonna move it out of the way. So we're gonna take it up to the Whittier station. We're not gonna run the passenger line yet. But I am, however, going to move it. You know what? No, we're gonna also put number 3 to work. Well, we're gonna take this up, park the passenger cars at the Whittier station, and then we'll bring number 3 back down with other cars that need to go into the exchange. So, that's going to be the idea. There. Oh, shoot. I forgot to switch back. That's on me. I thought I switched that switch, but I forgot it wasn't flipped. Okay, yeah, so those cars are ready to go. So I gotta back this sucker up real quick so I can get back onto the main line. Whoops. That was a complete accident. So we're going to go on back number 3 up here. Flip that back forward. I know number 4 is stopped. Chillax. God, I love how this locomotive looks. So if I do end up buying another locomotive soon, it might be a bigger steam locomotive that I can use just for heavier and longer freight trains. Once I open up the line to Silva from Bryson. I don't know if that car over there is ready to go back yet. But I'm going to have to take back over for this. Go ahead and do a nice alarm whistle. Alright, we're going to go ahead. Get her brought all the way up. Or at least 5 miles an hour in reverse. Alright, so we are currently putting all of our passenger cars onto this siding so that I can use this locomotive to help move the freight around. Alrighty. Dang. That is barely... Alright, so all those barely fit. Damn. flip that. Gonna bring her in the reverse. And now we're gonna go down, come back down the line behind that point, switch it, go, and then get the 2 cars that's waiting. I'm surprised I barely had enough for him to get both of those cars through. So only one of those cars is ready to be moved. Got it. I need to switch that to freight when I'm done. And bring her all the way back down. So I gotta go collect that one car. I'm gonna push that a little bit further back before I move them. Well, or just take the one. Alright, so now we're gonna go forward. I originally bought... Oh. This guy's gonna need some... well, we're halfway through. We're gonna need to top this thing off with water when we get back down into the yard. But how we all doing, chat? I just realized this guy has plenty of coal. I just need to fill her up with a little bit more water. You want to back her up. Alright, so now I gotta get out. Because what I'm gonna do, even though it's coupled. Alright, so that needs to be coupled. So what we're gonna do, I need to bring it back just a little bit more so that I can bring in the other boxcar. Now that one can be set. Boom. Alright, now we're going back forward. Alright, let me see. What's my other outstanding waybills? So, I don't have any for Whittier yet. Not for Ella. So, this is the only other one that's going back to East Whittier. Forward. And now we're going to go in reverse. Alright, that made my life a whole lot easier. That car is going to be ready to go out maybe in another day or two. But other than that, now we're just pushing everything back down the line. Alright, I'm going to wrap up what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to switch streams maybe. And maybe do either American Truck Sim or some VR chat. Maybe do some late night VR chat. And do some fishing. But I am not really sure of what I want to do. But there's just a lot of work to be done here. And it would take me like another hour or two just to get through everything that I want to get done. I know. I'm gonna pop you open so I can fill you back up with some water. Because this thing is half empty. I can keep pushing her back. Alright, let's go ahead and get her topped off of water. Oh, I gotta bring her forward. Nope. I'm gonna have to do a manual. Alright, I keep going back just a little bit more. There we go. We're gonna fill her up with water. This is still full of plenty of coal, but you burn through so much water. It's also from running the passenger line. So we're gonna go ahead and top her back off with water. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this stream. I'll probably switch over and do another stream over for American Truck Sim. Or I might just call it a night and do an early stream tomorrow. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a good rest of your night.